Good day everyone, welcome to Teaching ICT as an exploratory course. This video contains 3 lessons. We have Lesson 1, the computer technology, Lesson 2, the instructional software, and Lesson 3, the internet and the World Wide Web. Now let us start discussing about the computer technology. It has completely changed education by enabling collaboration, improving learning opportunities, and allowing access to materials. So what do you think could be the educational roles and functions of a computer? In order to understand the evolution in terms of functionalities of computers, Taylor, year 1980, introduced the tutor, tool, and tutee model to illustrate the educational role and functions of computers in education. When computers act as a tutor, it usually happens when it is used to teach users specific skills or concepts. And as a tutor, the computer simply dictates what the users should do, and the users in return follow as directed. Some of the roles of a computer as a tutor includes providing a learning environment, delivers learning instruction, reinforcing the learning through drill and practice, and it can also provide feedback. On the other hand, when computers act as a tool, this involves the use of more general-purpose applications such as word processing programs and databases programs used in preparing reports and in organizing information. As a tool, a computer simply facilitates these tasks and help users work efficiently. Some of the roles of a computer as a tool includes guide teachers and students in using applications, provide applications such as Word documents, Excel, and etc., and use a calculator for math and science activities. Furthermore, when computers act as a tutee, users such as teachers and students design their own programs that will instruct or dictate the computer what to do. Perfect example for this is when you design your own PowerPoint presentation for the delivery of your lecture in class. The computer simply reads what you have designed or programmed and therefore plays a role of a tutee. Moving on to the advantages and disadvantages of computer in education. If we continue surfing the internet, we will discover and encounter various ways of citing other roles and functions of computers in education. But now, let us focus on the significant advantages and disadvantages of using computer in education. As you can see, there are various advantages and benefits of computer in education, but let us highlight 2. Using a PowerPoint and other presentation software like Flash make lecture presentation interactive and meaningful. We are all familiar with PowerPoint and it is often used in discussion. In PowerPoint, we can attach pictures and animations which make the class more interactive. Next advantage is computer can facilitate an audio-visual representation of information, hence learning becomes realistic. Whatever information we need is readily available with the use of computer. If you need an audio-visual representation of alphabet, the computer can easily provide it to you, and by that, the student's interest in learning increases. Now, we move on to the disadvantages of computers in education. Just like what we did on the advantages, let us only highlight 2. The first disadvantage is computers have negative effect on one's health. This negative effect is directed not just to a person's physical health, but also to its mental health. As a lot of people use computer as a mode of communication, a source of information, people often experience being bullied online, being scammed with the wrong information, and with the high amount of radiation we can get from the computers. Next, technology dependence led to a decline in students' spelling and writing abilities. We all know that computer can easily provide you the correct word that you need, and even write the words that you wanted to impart, which can be the reason why students depend their spellings on the computer and have no learnings at all. Before ending the lesson 1, I have prepared a learning activity for you. All you have to do is to identify which phrases are part of the advantages of computer in education and disadvantages of computer in education. Write your answers on a table provided below. You will be given 2 minutes to finish the task. Good luck!
Alright, my name is Tasik James Melcher, and my topic is all about understanding system software, operating system, and functions. System software is a type of computer program that is designed to run a computer's hardware and application programs. The operating system, or OS, is an example of system software. The OS manages all the other programs in a computer. Computers cannot function without the operating system. And there are two types of software, which is the application software and system software. Kaning application software, for example, ako as a student, so kaning docs is ginagamit na ko siya magkuha to essays or something like that. O, pwede po ka makasave sa mga files na. And then, kaning Gmail is dili po ta nag-check kung nabay mga announcements sa itong mga proof sa tuwa. And then, kaning PDF is dili po ta nag-save sa itong mga files. And then, PowerPoint is dili po ta nagabuhat o presentation sa itong mga report. And then kaning system software is a type of software naga-interface between sa mga users of device. Hardware like kanina software is nag-allow sa mga users like us to communicate with the device and perform the desired functions. Instructional software. From the discussion about system software and application software, we can readily cite instructional software as an example of application software. Instructional software is a computer program that designed to assist in the delivery of instruction. The primary purpose of instructional software is to teaching and learning. Here is the activity called Name It. The objective of this activity is for you, our dear students, to identify the icons and their functions. I want you guys to identify their names and their functions. And I will give you 1 or 2 minutes to answer this activity.
So, here are the 5 categories of instructional software: tutorials, simulations, drill and practice, educational games, and exploratory environment. So, let me discuss what is tutorial. So, it is step-by-step instructional programs that teach specific skills or concepts. Like, for example, the math tutorial software guides the students through solving algebraic equations step by step. The next one is simulations. So simulations, it is an interactive programs that mimic real-world processes for training purposes. For example, students use a flight simulation program to practice piloting an airplane without leaving the classroom. And that is simulations. While the drill and practice, it is a software providing repetitive exercises to reinforce learning through practice. For example, the language apps drill and practice exercises helped students memorize new vocabulary words. And the next one is educational games. Games designed to teach specific skills or knowledge while engaging students in a fun way. For example, the history educational game made learning about ancient civilizations exciting through interactive quest. That is the example for educational games. While exploratory environments, it is an open-ended software that allows learners to explore and discover information on their own. For example, the virtual science lab lets students experiment with different chemical reactions in a safe, and that is exploratory environment. So let us proceed to advantages of instructional software. First is promotes personalized learning. So these instructional software adapts to individual students' pace and learning needs, providing customized content. Next one is increases students' motivation and creativity. It is engaging multimedia elements and interactive features make learning more enjoyable and stimulate creativity. Next is provides extended learning opportunities and practices so the students can access additional exercises and materials beyond classroom hours, reinforcing their understanding. Next is address different learning styles. Various formats like videos, text, and interactive activities cater to visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learners. Next one is provides virtual and simulated real-life learning experiences. So these softwares simulations allow students to explore scenarios and experiments that might be impractical in a real-world setting. Next one is gives learners direct control of their learning. So students can choose what and when to learn, fostering autonomy and self-directed learning. Next one is develops problem-solving skills. So interactive tasks and challenges within the software encourage critical thinking skills and problem solving. And next one is encourages active learning. So interactive elements require students to engage actively with the material, enhancing retention and understanding. The next one is fosters metacognition skills. So it is a reflective activities within instructional software help students think about their own learning processes and strategies. For activity, here is the instruction. Fill out the blanks. Identify the following according to its classification. Right? AS if it is application software and SS if it is system software. So you can use a blank of paper and write it there.
Good day, I am Vanyar Kapangpangan and I will going to discuss the lesson 6, the internet and the World Wide Web. But before that, allow me to read the objectives or the learning outcomes. So first, we have understanding basic web-related terms and concepts is essential for efficient navigation and utilization of the internet. Second, applying knowledge of web-related terms and concepts allow users to effectively access, evaluate, and utilize online resources for educational purposes. And third, understanding the instructional value of the internet and the World Wide Web. So now, how do we define internet? And how about the www? So now, when we say internet, it is an interconnections of billions of computers around the world. So the internet is said to be the most fluid, cursive, and demanding type of communication medium that has brought dramatic changes in the way people work and learn. So the internet offers a wealth of information ranging from primary source of material to statistic on just about everything. Whereas the web is the information on the internet which may contain emails, chat, file and sharing programs, and etc. So in short, ang internet is siya ang infrastruktura o ang network mismo, while ang web is the application layer sa internet nga naghatag og way aron ta maka-access. So now, let us move on to the historical development of the internet and the World Wide Web. So on September 2, 1969, marks the birth of the internet. So diri na naimbento si internet. And historical records tell us it is on this day that the two computers communicated with each other. So nag-start na ang two computers maka-communicate na siya sa usag-usa. Then on 1969, messages was sent from computers to computers in different locations. So even lagyo mo or layo ka sa nakasalayo na lugar is receive gyapon ka og messages. Next, 1983, ARPANET adopted the standard TCP or IP protocol. So when we say TCP or IP protocol stands for Transmission Control Protocol or the Internet Protocol. So it is a data link protocol used on the internet to let computers and other devices send and receive data. And about 2 decades after the discovery of the internet, Tim Berners-Lee invented the WWW or the World Wide Web in March 1989. So si Tim Berners-Lee, diri na niya na-imbento si WWW. And the first email was sent in 1971, and Mosaic became the first web browser. Now let's move on to the 3 eras of social media. So first we have the primitive era, second is the medieval era, and the third is the golden era. So let's start with the primitive era. So we have the first one, in 1979, na-imbento na si Usenet. So ang use ni Usenet is you can post news to news groups. So the second one, we have the BBS or the Bulletin Board System. So sikat siya on late 70s kay siya ang first site with login options for interaction. And the third one is the CompuServe on 1980. So diri na ang first chat introduced. And lastly, the fourth one on 1984, Prodigy Communication Corporations pioneered online portals and online news. Now let's move on to the medieval era. So 1988, introduction to internet relay chat. You can able to file sharing, link sharing, and keeping in touch. Second, November 1999. So the introduction to ICQ. So you can be able to multi-user messaging, multiplayer games, made emoticons and abbreviations such as LOL and BRB became famous. The third one is the 1997 6 Degrees, glimpse of first social media resembling that of today's features like create profile and add friends. So mura na siya Facebook style. And on 1999, we have the Live Journal. So first, to introduce dynamic content and the blogs and forum, create groups, and interact. So now, the last one is the Golden Era. So in 2001, na si Wikipedia, the online free encyclopedia, was launched. Second, in 2002, we have Friendster, operated by allowing people to meet new people and increase their network. The third one, we have Hi5 on 2003. So ang use niya is photo sharing, user groups, social gaming, and status update. So fourth is the MySpace on 2003. So ang use niya is private messaging, public comment posted to an user's profile, bulletins sent to friends. Fifth is the Facebook on 2004, opened only for the Harvard University students, but kalaunan mauna ni ang ginagamit karon si Facebook. And the last one is the Orkut on 2004, owned by Google, and iyang use is meet old and new friends, rate friends, and change themes, and etc. So now let us move on to the era of image and video. So in 2004, na-imbento na si Flickr. So it is a photo sharing platform. So pwede ka diri maka-upload, maka-edit, organize sa pic, collage, at the same time maka-share og photos. Next is in 2005, we have YouTube. So first, organized video streaming and video sharing platform. So kailan naman taan ni tanan kung kinsa ni si YouTube. Now for the beginnings of the internet troll. So we have 2005, the Reddit. So it is an entertainment and social networking platform. So it allows users to post in public boards about news, current events, sports, hobbies, and almost everything else. Next is on 2006, nanapod si Facebook, best performing social media platform till date with 1.44 billion active users. So until now, mao ni siya ang famous na ginagamit nato si Facebook. Next, we have Twitter on 2006. So it is a microblogging platform with a question and answer format. So kita tanan nakailan naman kung unsa ni si Twitter. Next, we have also Tumblr on 2007. So it is used for live streaming and microblogging platform. Now let us move on to the new future of chatting and connecting. So we have the WhatsApp on 2009, iOS, Android, and Windows-based application for personal and group chat. So ilado ang kaning WhatsApp sa even in international or even diri sa atong country, which is the Philippines. Next is the Snapchat of 2012. So it is used for the new platforms for chatting by posting pictures. So pwede ka diri mag-picture. Then daghan siya og mga sticker or mga filter na mga nindot. So next, we have Tinder on 2012. So it is a social platform video sharing and social application. So kaning Tinder is ano na siya, dating app. Next, we have Vine on 2013. So it is a multiple platform video sharing and social application. And last, we have the Feed on 2014, a social media platform with live broadcast option. So now kindly get 1/4 sheet of paper and answer the short quiz. So you have 3 minutes only to answer it.
Good day everyone, I'm Laura Maria Forzuelo and my assigned topic is all about the basic web-related terms and concepts. So when we say surfing and navigating in the internet can be miserable if one does not have familiarity with some basic internet-related terms and concepts. Bandwidth refers to the amount or information your connection in the internet can carry, usually measured in bits per second. ISP is short for Internet Service Provider, is the company that provides you with access to the internet. URL is the abbreviation of Uniform Resource Locator, or URL is the global address of documents and other sources on the World Wide Web. So the URL is called a protocol identifier and it indicates what protocol to use, and the second part is called a resource name and it specifies the IP address or the domain name where the resource is located. The protocol identifier and resource name are separated by a colon and 2 forward slashes. Domain is a name is a label that identifies one or more computers on the internet. These names are part of a website's URL. For instance, in www.bkmediagroup.com or bkmediagroup.com is the domain name. Fold refers to the point on web page where users need to scroll to see more content. Content that is visible when a page first loads is considered above the fold, while content further down the web page is referred to as below or after the fold. This term is commonly used with the web page design. Browser is also software application used to access and view web pages such as Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and other Internet Explorer. These are some of the popular browsers, through others like Safari and Opera also exist. HTML, short for Hypertext Markup Language, is a universal language for creating and formatting web pages. It uses elements and tags to manipulate text, images, sounds, frames, and animations, and more. Hyperlink is an electronic connections between web pages either within the same websites, internal linking, or linking to pages on different websites, or external linking. Navigation refers to how users access information on the internet. It typically includes menus, links, icons, and buttons on a web page, websites, and where they are located and lead users to. PDF stands for Portable Document Format and was initially developed by Adobe. It was designed to be a file format independent of a specific application, software, or hardware for consistent viewing. So each PDF file contains a complete description of a document including text, fonts, graphics, and other elements. So now let's proceed to search engine. Search engine is a program that searches documents, example web pages, which are HTML documents, for specified keywords and returns the list of documents. A search engine has two parts of spider and an indexer. The spider is the program that fetches and documents, and the indexer reads the documents and creates an index based on the words of or ideas contained in each document. Glossary of websites, terms, and .d. So now let's proceed to instructional value of the internet and the web. So into this era, access to knowledge and information has become incredibly convenient with just a touch of a button. The way education is delivered has undergone a dramatic transformation, with virtual schooling becoming a significant challenge that schools, colleges, and universities worldwide are facing. The innovative approach to education is widely accepted as a crucial aspect of the 21st century educational landscape. Additionally, Wikipedia has rapidly gained recognition and influence in the academic world. It is undeniable that these developments are largely attributed to the Internet and the World Wide Web, which have enabled such as advancements in the field of education. So now let's proceed to the following are the instructional values and benefits of the Internet and the World Wide Web. First is access to knowledge and information. So when we say access to knowledge and information refers to the ability to obtain and retrieve information and resources. So into this era, it has become incredibly convenient with just a touch of a button. Second, access to instructional resources. Access to instructional resources refers to the ability to obtain and utilize materials for teaching and learning purposes. And third, extended learning opportunities. So extended learning opportunities aim to enhance students' knowledge, skills, and personal growth by offering them a new diverse learning experience, and it allows students to pursue their interests, develop new talents, and gain practical skills that can complement their formal education. Next is support lifelong learning. Supporting lifelong learning means promoting and encouraging continuous learning throughout a person's life beyond formal education, and it involves creating an environment that values and supports the pursuit of knowledge and skills at any age of or stages of life. Lifelong learning can take various forms such as reading books, attending workshops, and taking online courses, participating in training programs, or seeking new experiences. Next is support computer-based instruction. So when we say supporting computer-based instruction involves providing assistance and resources to facilitate learning through the use of computers and digital technology. Computer-based instruction refers to educational programs and materials that are delivered through computer systems, including online courses, interactive software, multimedia presentations, and virtual learning education or learning environments. Next is support delivery of distance and learning programs. Supporting the delivery of distance learning programs involves providing assistance and resources to ensure the successful implementation of education programs that are conducted remotely without the need for physical presence in traditional classroom setting. This support includes providing access to online platforms, learning management systems, and digital tools that facilitate communication and collaboration and content delivery. Next is promote, facilitate, and support other academic functions such as environment access to program of instructions and serves as communication channel between and among parents, teacher, and students. Promoting, facilitating, and supporting others' academic functions involves creating an environment that enables access to instructional program and serves as a communication channel between parents, teachers, and students. This includes ensuring that students have access to a variety of educational programs and resources that support their learning needs. Next is support social media apps such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other. So by supporting social media apps such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other involves utilizing and leveraging these platforms to enhance communication, engagement, and information sharing within educational settings. Educational institutions can use social media apps to connect with students, parents, and the community, providing updates, sharing important information, and fostering a sense of community. These platforms can also be used to showcase students' achievements, promote events and activities, and facilitate discussions and collaboration among students and teacher. And also, you can add to the list of benefits of the internet and the web. If you can recall in your previous lesson, you learned that various instructional software that actually available in the internet. So some developers of this instruction software offer them for free. So now let's proceed to website evaluation criteria. So due to the rapid development and information and communication technology, it is difficult to define standards and web evaluation. Abdullah 1998 suggests the following checklist derived from the summary of criteria for evaluating websites. First is the technical considerations. Include among others the website features and capabilities such as use of graphics and animations, relevant to the subject matter, and the stability of the consistency of pages, because some sites require the use of more advanced browsers. Second is the purpose. The purpose of the objectives of the website should be clearly stated and content should support the purpose. It should be defined whether the purpose is to educate, entertain, advertise, or evangelize. Advertising should not outshine the presentation of the content. Third is the content. The content should be comprehensive, ABS, easily and understood by the visitors when the site's information should be current and updated. There should be a logical order in the presentation of the content. Copyright information should be reflected for guidance to the visitors of the site. Links should be provided for additional information to support the content. And next is authorship and sponsorship are relevant information that should be reflected in every authentic site. Name of individual or group responsible for creating the site should be spelled out. This site should likewise reflect the author or manager ID, that suit, and other contact information. References or other sources of information should be provided. Next is functionality, design, or aesthetic. Functionality covers the use of appropriate language in messages and should be clearly stated and easily understood by the visitor of the site. The navigation as button, shape, and location should be considered along with the use of features, headers, background, fonts, and colors. And also design is one of the criteria that can hold visitors' attention. It should be simple and appealing to the intended audience. The design elements and features on the site be the searchable databases, animation, graphics, sound files, and transitional pages should be clearly labeled. Last, the development of evaluation techniques for web resources is an ongoing process. The continuous emergence of new technology is outpacing the ability to create standards and guidelines. However, the traditional web evaluation technique developed by Alexander and Tati in 1996 to updated in 2011 can serve as basic technique in determining the authenticity of web resources. So here's your activity, multiple choice. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. What is a key benefit of the internet and the World Wide Web in education? A. Access to social media apps. B. Support for lifelong learning. C. Promotion of traditional learning methods. And D. Limited access to instructional resources. Number 2. According to Abdullah in 1998, what are the main criteria for evaluating websites? A. Technical considerations, purpose, and content. B. Accuracy, authority, and objectivity. C. Purpose, content, and authorship. And D. Functionality, design, aesthetics, and coherency. Third, what is one of the challenges associated with the use of hypertext in web resources? A. Static content. B. Varying quality of linked web pages. And C. Limited accessibility. And last, lack of authorship information. Fourth, which criterion is not cited by Alexander and Tati in 1996 to 1998 for evaluating web resources? A. Accuracy. B. Authority. And C. Relevance. And last, D. Guarantee. And the last number, how can users cope with the instability of web pages? A. Accept the changes as part of web dynamics. B. Verify information using other sources. C. Avoid visiting unstable websites. And D. Document the source of minimally.